Thursday. This is day 6, week 3, programming logic. We're working on sequence and assignment 1. Okay. Beginning of class, these were the things. They need to double check and make sure their quiz was submitted as a PDF. So I can check those. Then we had, from the quiz, landing spot. They need to make sure they had that functioning correctly. And then they need to copy it to group 10. And we went over that. Copy the name of the file. Now you have to be in the directory where the file is. And then we gave the complete path to this directory. Home, and you notice we started with a slash group grp10 slash. Okay, and then what happens, it takes this file from your current directory and it'll copy it to this directory with this name. Okay, then later in the class period, the students were to create or decide on some groups. So in Canvas, they signed up for groups. I made these groups, and then I will assign specific people to groups so they can put their assignments in there. And then the last thing we talked about, the students, I told them they were supposed to have their first assignment submitted. And then we did peer reviews of those assignments. So students can do that. Some students still haven't submitted, so as soon as they submit their first assignment, at least a draft of it, then we're going to be able to do peer reviews. These are going to help tremendously. You know, we're going to look at other people's work and compare it to our work, and eventually we'll get a better product for everybody. Okay? Some students ask about changing the name of a file. Well, you can use the move command in Linux, give the file name you currently have, and give the new file, and as long as you don't specify any different directory, it will take this file and rename it as this file. If you want an extra copy of the file, you can cp space the name of the file, and then this would be the new name of the file, and that would make then a copy of the same file, and you'd have 2 copies of it. Talked a little bit about the work, like when we did the test, the students copied the Google Doc, gave me a link to it here, but I want to check it on Canvas, so I need it here. So they needed to create a PDF of the document and copy it from here to here. So they could download a PDF on their computer and then upload that to Canvas. Alright, we talked about where we're going to store our files, and then I mentioned GitHub. We'll look at that as an example later on in the year, but what we're going to do is we're going to store them. We have them on that same directory, so the students are all taking care of their files here. Then we're going to have group directories that they can copy them to, and then the group directories is what I look at. That's what I'll look at. Okay? One last thing on this page. The perimeter problem. Basically, we have something that paints a line, let's say 4 inches wide, and it takes a gallon to cover 300 feet. So we only want to know the perimeter. So what you need to do is input the length and the width, and then figure out the perimeter. Once you know how far it is around, you can divide by 300 and get how many gallons of paint that we need for that particular example. Finish up. This was a command I typed on the board for copying a particular file. Let's look at the details there. So we got the command CP, and then the name of the file, and this file is in my current directory, and you can see I changed directory to bin, so I'm in my bin directory, and then I can copy this file. There's one space there, and then I give the complete path of where I want the file to go. Alright, so students, they need to be working assignment 1. They can take a look at and start if they want assignment number 2, and then they got to remember computing circles. They need to be looking at that, and then we'll look at a bite of Python, the suggested book that's listed in the resources. So they're working on this, they can take a look at this, and we're starting to develop these assignments. And that is it. So Tuesday, we'll take a look at the quiz, we'll go through that, everybody's taken it, and then we'll work it with these two, and we'll take a look at these two items also. That's it.